This video we are going to be ranking every set coming out on August 1st from Star Wars. There is a total of 7 sets coming out in this fantastic wave, and then there is 8 sets in total, as there is one that released on July 1st, which I believe should have released on August 1st, and I feel it deserves to be in part of this ranking. And boy, is this an expensive wave, and one that is probably going to go down as the most overpriced in LEGO Star Wars history. Kicking it off in the number 8 spot, but the worst set of this wave by far, is definitely 327th Star Cups Battle Pack. This is an absolutely horrendous set in my opinion. This is for one reason and one reason only, and that is because this set is £35. To put that in perspective, the most recent Clone Super Battle Pack was £25, and I feel you get about the same amount of LEGO. There's about 40-piece difference, but in terms of actual build, you are definitely getting a lot more for your money in the Clones vs. Droids Battle Pack, and it is absurd to me that there is a £10 difference between these sets. Next at the number 7th spot is the buildable Ewok. I'm only putting it this low because it's just not appealing to me. The set might be really good, and we only do have a leaked picture for it, but the face looks really goofy and really bad made. But this set, again, just doesn't appeal to me, and that's why I'm going to put it in the number 7th spot. I will say, though, that there is no way that this set will be worse than the 327th Battle Pack. Next up in the number 6 spot is the Turbo Tank, otherwise known as the Republic Juggernaut. There is nothing turbo about this tank, and there is nothing Jugger about this. Okay, never mind. Doesn't matter. You know what I'm trying to say. This set is super small. You are not getting your money's worth at £140. Bakara and the 3 Galactic Marines included are very nice minifigures, but their lack of a waistcape does bring this set down by a lot for me. I like Ki-Adi-Mundi and the Battle Droids are a fine inclusion, but once again, this build is way too small and it shouldn't have even existed. It should have been a UT-80 and no debate about it for me. Here we were robbed off of what potentially could have been one of the best sets in history, and it's just a shame, and it's a big question, like, what could have been. This set never should have even existed in the first place, and it is about £20 to £30 overpriced, and all that is why I'm going to put that in the number 6 spot. Coming in at number 5 is the Hot Rod Snowspeeder. This is an absolutely amazing set, no flaws with the actual build. The only questionable thing in this set is the price. £35 might be a bit much, but the minifigures are nice, and I do really like that new Snowspeeder cockpit mold, so I really do see the potential for an actual Snowspeeder coming in the future. Next up in the number 4 spot is the Battle Droid with Stab. I think this build is absolutely amazing. I watched Amanar's review, which came out a few days ago, and I think this set is absolutely fantastic. Of course, this is that one set that did come out on July 1st, but I do think it should be grouped together with these August 1st sets, as it is all part of the summer wave. Furthermore, there were no other sets that came out in July, so it's not like it could have been in its own ranking either. So I think it's only fair to include it in the number 4 spot on this list. Next up in the number 2 spot is the V19 Torrent. I think this is an absolutely amazing set, one that I would be picking up day 1 if I do not have enough money for the MTT. This set has great minifigures, including Asajj Ventress, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and also a clone pilot with the new and unique mold for this set. Asajj Ventress' return is nice, and I love the return of the tilted lightsaber. The Obi-Wan is amazing as well with the arm printing, and I love the clone pilot with the unique helmet mold, which was made specifically for this set, and it is about time, to be honest. A very good set that I do think deserves to be in the number 3 spot out of this selection of sets, but it could be considered a bit overpriced or a bit too small, especially as in landing mode it does look a bit goofy. But yeah, this one isn't badly priced, so I do think it deserves to be in the number 3 spot on this list. Next up in the number 2 spot is the Jango Fett Starfighter, otherwise known as the Slave 1. This is the first playscale variant of a Jango Fett Slave 1 that we have seen in nearly 20 years. Sorry, over 20 years actually. It's been 23, I believe. I love the extra camo that is included. I think it's an absolutely amazing minifigure with a new mold as well, which is fantastic. I like that Jango Fett's arm print has been removed so that the one from the UCS set is exclusive, but in my opinion, it should have been the arm printing Jango Fett in this set. And then it is the camo that is in the UCS set to make it fair so that the collectors do get something exclusive, but we also get the nice Jango Fett arm printing minifigure. At £60, this doesn't feel too overpriced either. The 3 minifigure is very nice as well. And all round, the build is a very nice recolor of the 2021 Slave 1, while also having a few unique features, such as that seismic charge. Also, the actual stand looks a lot more sturdy, which I really appreciate. Anyway, last but certainly not least, in the number 1 spot is the Clone Wars MTT. Of course, what else could it have been? From the top down, this set seemingly is perfect. I'm going to get this one day 1, and hopefully I can get a review out around the 5th of August. This one actually feels like it is worth £140, unlike the quote-unquote Juggernaut. £140 seems a lot more fair for this set, even though I do think it should have been £130. The minifigures are really nice. The only problem is that the Commando droids are the wrong colour, but they do look cool nonetheless. And I appreciate some of their new and unique prints. And overall, this minifigure selection is very nice, and I do love the build itself as well. The play features do seem very good. You can only fit 6 battle droids in the actual model, which is kind of annoying, but the actual functionality is very good, and I also do like the way they are displayed. This is an amazing set. I'm so happy that we are finally getting a Clone Wars variant of a MTT at playscale. Once again, £140 doesn't feel too bad for this set, unlike with that Juggernaut again. and this is definitely one that I will be getting as soon as I possibly can. Anyway, let me know think of my ranking. What is your favourite set coming out on August or July 1st, 2025? And thanks for watching, bye. Okay guys, I was just going over my recording and editing, and I realised I forgot the ATST. I feel like an absolute idiot. There is actually 9 sets across these 2 waves. So what I'm going to say is that every set that is between 4 and 8 can now be moved for 9 and 5, and the ATST can slot in at the number 4 spot. I think it's an amazing set with a decent minifigure. It does seem a little bit overpriced, but the build is very nice and very sleek. Anyway, for real now, what do you think of this? And thanks for watching, bye.